Say hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
No,
Heyo.
hey everyone.
Good day.
No, just
We,
no.
we are here, and the majority of us are LGBT.
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm not here technically.
Technically, actually, I think
I,
all
I
of us
never.
here are some form of LGBT because Alan is definitely ace of some kind.
Who's the not? Who's the not?
We don't have a knot.
I'm about to say, please remember. I know I might be the most straight one here, but technically I'm not straight. Please remember that fact.
Look.
He's slightly angular.
You're our
Yeah.
you're who we use as a token straight guy to make the straight people watching feel comfortable, even if they don't understand yet.
I'm not. I'm not. It's just that I'm straight presenting.
It's like how for our Power Rangers game, Necro was our token cis guy.
I'm technically the most like I'm a crooked. I'm a crooked straight line.
You're normie coded.
Yes.
We'll
Okay.
say it that way.
Respectfully, don't say that. Respectfully, don't say that.
All right.
I don't have a lot to
No.
talk about today because I managed
Don't-
to burn my arm.
To all viewers, please don't call the bi-person normal coded. Please don't. Okay. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Because I managed to have spilled boiling hot grease on my forearm and wrist.
Ouch.
Because the boiling hot oil got my arm, and I have first and second degree burns on my arm.
Oh,
Which is
that's
not the first time
painful.
I've had second degree burns.
And then your cats decide to double down on the murder attempt.
I hope it's the last time.
It won't be. I love
Because the first time was-
I love you, Han, but we know it won't be.
Hey, the last time was 25 years ago, so
Even if it's not even if it's
years.
not the same, some other incident is going to happen to you. So,
But anyways, when we last left off, you made it to the port town on the Shard Sea. And a few of you had, well, most of you had been up back at the tavern. Sorry, had a little bit of burp right there. With the only exceptions being Sanchi, who was the one who didn't go to the tavern? It was Sanchi, Alexa's character. One of you had gone to a temple. I think, who was that again? I think that was Demeter.
Demeter, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Demeter.
Demeter, Sachi, and Alexa's character are the only ones currently not at the tavern because Agamida and Vixen went there after they finished their spar. Which means that we're starting with 4 of you in a tavern.
Oh yeah, I need to get back into the headspace of white girls. I've got you.
Yeah, Big
And
Carl was
because
literally about to leave to go off and do some shopping. But yeah.
Yep, but before you head off to leave to go do some shopping, I need a perception check
Okay,
from Colton.
Roll for me.
cool. Okay.
Because I was going to do this at the end of last session, but we need to wrap up earlier.
Yeah, I went to
Because,
do stuff. Yeah. 22.
So, Colton, you hear a voice you haven't heard since you left Cardi. Last time you heard this voice, you had been penetrated and left bleeding on the floor. Well, on the streets.
Phrasing, but yes, continue.
Phrasing. A voice that you had heard multiple times, but no one else has ever been around when you've heard this voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming from the direction of the bar.
I was just gonna turn around and look.
You see a very familiar lupine shape at the bar ordering a drink.
I'm trying to remember what they did in Cardiolus because like it's been a fucking while. I remember what they did.
They were the ones that that knocked you guys out inside of the Stone Eater.
Mm-hmm.
They were the one that was working
Right,
with.
there was the cult thing.
Yep.
Yes, right. Sorry, I remember now. Yes.
And when you tried to when they also tried to kill Buseido after you stopped all that.
What a shame that he wasn't killed.
And they're just ordering a beer.
You know what? Colin's going to play as casual. Colin's going to go over and sit down next to them and just say, "So it's been a while."
Indeed, it has. Last time I saw you, you were kind of surprised you survived that.
And last time I saw you, you were running away with your tail between your legs.
I wouldn't call winning running away.
Tomato, tomato. Wait, did you win? He's still alive.
I got what I was hired to do. So yes, I consider that a win.
Well, do you mind telling me exactly what you're doing here? Why you're popping up again?
A girl can't return to her hometown.
Not with the murder. Usually not.
What you call murder, I call clearing the board.
Yes, I've heard other people call it that before. Nobody you want to be compared to, I'm sure.
You think I'm evil, don't you?
You've shown very little to the contrary, so
I guess when you're willing to give up everything to get something back, you may seem evil to others. I'm sure you've done things that would be considered evil. Haven't you?
sorry, I accidentally muted myself. Oh, definitely. The question is, does you do the things you've done keep you up at night?
I wouldn't drink if they didn't.
Yes. Well, I was literally forced to do the horrible things I've done. What's your excuse?
I lost something and I want to get it back. I lost something so precious to me that I would do anything back. Now we probably shouldn't. Now let me do one thing before we continue talking. As she just snaps her fingers, and those little buzzing you feel in the back of your head goes quiet for a second. Can't have anyone listen.
Colton just lets out the heaviest sigh.
We're both doing this for the same reason.
What do you
We
also
want
have
to
an horror buzzing at the back of your head?
Why else do you think I developed something like this? As she holds up the device that she snapped between her fingers. You're not the only one.
Well, then I suppose there's only real one question that we both are curious about the other. Why are you still going?
Because I want my daughter.
Colin just like leans back, looks up, looks up, and just goes, "Yep. Well, that's a goal we both share."
Unfortunately, we have different targets, otherwise we'd probably be friends.
Oh, I'm sure. Possibly. Either that or into a murder-suicide pact.
I'm not exactly aligned with the cult's goals. I'm just using them for.
That's the thing about using someone. Sometimes they end up using you more than you think they are. So, no. Okay, now here's my question. What's yours trying to get you to do?
To replace a god.
Must be nice knowing what your one's end goal is. Mine's do this, do that, go here, grab that. Jump twice.
You must have a lot of micromanagement.
Well, it's constantly observing my thoughts and giving side commentary at all most of the time. So hard to say that's not the case.
At least this time our meeting isn't ending with me penetrating you again. I did that one on purpose.
Yeah. Anyway, did Colin stab her last time?
The second time you stabbed her, the third time she stabbed you.
Oh, right, that was a third time. I forgot about that.
There's been a lot of mutual penetrating with this relationship.
God.
Yes. Yes. Well, I suppose it's been a bit back and forth. So yours wants to kill a god, mine wants to do whatever the fuck it's trying to do.
And I'm using them in order to get to the land sea.
Sorry, say again?
And I'm using them to get to the land sea.
Lancy. What's Lancy?
You know, D of the Land Sea?
What?
You remember D of the Land Sea, right?
No.
The really twisted thing that you met back in Cocaine?
The guy your future child sent to help you out.
Yes.
Right, I forgot that was a plot point. Sorry, it's been a while. But yeah. That was good. That's so interesting. So did you just happen to walk into the?
What?
Sorry, you go.
No, you go first.
Oh, so did you just happen to walk into the same bar I was in, or did you want to ask me something?
To be fair, I didn't even know you were here. But I do know that but now that you are here, I do have one question. I know you've met one.
Wait, what?
To be fair, I didn't even know you were here, but since you are here, I do have one question. As she gets in very, very close to the point that her, the nose on her snout is touching your nose. You've met. How do I get in?
Okay, you're cutting out for me. Say that
You've met one. How do I get in contact with them?
Wait, no.
Again, it's been a while. How would we do? How would they do that?
Be fair, you don't know. You never actually. They always contact you on their own.
True, true. Because I may have met one, but I didn't contact it. It met me. Would be a more accurate way to summarize it.
Well, I just have to keep on doing what I'm doing and find a way. She
Yep.
gives my.
You keep cutting out for me for some reason. Is Liza cutting out for anyone else?
Yep.
Let me move my microphone closer.
Yeah.
And then I'll just continue what I've been doing. And hope that I find my way to them.
Well, I'll keep an ear out for anyways. Maybe next time we meet. Maybe one of us won't stab each other.
Next time we meet, we might be enemies again.
This feels like a coin flip at this point.
Hey, maybe I won't kill you.
Strange, I was about to say the same thing to you.
Anyways, this thing's timer's about to run out.
Okay, just
Back to the grind for my. I mean, wondering where the hell I was.
might as well do the same. Just how much longer do you have on that thing?
1 minute and a half.
All right, just mind just leaving on for a minute, just so I can in my head.
Yeah, I need.
So are you saying, Eliza?
Yeah, I need to do the same as she just takes a deep breath and downs the rest of her beer.
Well, at least in the state you're in, you can drink normally. As Colin's just going to lean back, look up at the ceiling, and just spend a bit of time just thinking about his family. All you can. Just remembering their faces, remembering just every little detail you can about them. Making sure he remembers, kind of thing.
You can remember your.
Say again?
She says, at least you can remember yours. I don't even remember my daughter's name.
It'll take every opportunity to make sure I do. Are you even able to think of yours?
When my daughter was taken, they took everything. Images of her and her name itself. All I have left is the hole where she used to be.
Yes. Sometimes I wonder if that might be a blessing or not. I remember them, their faces, remember the smell, remember their laugh. But if we said that thing wasn't on and I thought about them, that thing, know about it too. Know they exist, know where they are, know how to know the weak point to use me more effectively. Or worse. Sometimes I wish I couldn't remember. At least then I'd know for sure they'd always be safe.
keep your memories safe from the one that controls you.
You as well. Like I say, as Colin's talking, like just tears like rolling down down his cheeks. Eyes watering as he just finally, as it turns out, after quite a while to just think about them.
She sets her drink down and gets up. Oh. And be careful of the one that moves.
The one that moves what?
With kindness.
Would you like to be more clear, or would you like to, would you prefer to say more cryptic?
Best I can do for you right now.
Well, good luck on your path. Hope it doesn't collide with mine.
Oh, well, I already know we're both heading to the same spot eventually. Everyone eventually heads to Ivora.
Ivora?
I looked at some of the stuff that you were all working back in Cardinal. I know that your little lion girl wants to head there.
As you're doing research on us. Wonderful, good to know.
As she walks away, and just as she starts walking away, the crowds move past, and she's gone.
Yeah. Before he's gone, Colin just closes his eyes for a minute, just wipes his tears away, and just tries to focus his mind once more.
And after about half a minute passes in your head, where did it go?
Pardon?
Since last minutes.
I don't.
Where
I'm not.
go?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've just been sitting here having a drink. I thought it was less noisy in here. Hello?
You just hear
Mhm.
your patron grumble inside your head. As at this point, I'm pretty sure the other two have gotten Darian off the stool at the table he was at from how drunk he had gotten last time.
Yeah, you guys are all great listeners. Great listeners.
So once again, continue the fact that nobody else has seen this goddamn woman except Colton.
Yep.
hey, Dorian might have seen her, but like, he's not gonna remember.
I mean, Dorian is drunk as hell, and Gamida and Vixen just are recovering from having a sparring match, so probably weren't paying attention.
Agamida paying attention least of all, probably barely conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agamida is pretty pretty beat up, so she's kind of like her eyes are open, but it's very clear that she's in a at best semi-conscious state.
As Colton, you back to the other three, Darian's finally on his feet. Yeah, ish. out of speed-ish. Actually, Darian, roll me a dexterity check.
Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Dexterity check or dexterity save?
Check.
Okay.
This is to see how steady you are on your feet after being after so very drunk. Okay, not too
80.
bad. Not too bad. So you know that you all were planning on doing like prepping before you went back to the cabin cottage portable cottage. Forgot the term again. The portable cottage you have for the night. So where are you all going to go to get supplies?
All the Meta's going to do is grab some pen and paper and head out into the woods. She's not because she's not with the others. She has something she wants to try to do.
Because if you this is like do any kind of prep you can bite. There's all kinds of stores here. This is a very large port town. I would have a map for it, but wasn't able to finish the map because arm.
The Meta trusts her friends to be able to know what kind of supplies they're going to need. But that, I mean, she trusts Vixen and Colton and Darian to make sure we have what we need.
I'm going to be a very bad kitsune and not intentionally.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You were with Alexa with Sidon's character with Sidon
Sidon.
and
I was with Sidon.
yep. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So let's actually.
I think the first thing that Vixen wants to do is like
This is probably going to take a bit.
We'll start with the large group, then we'll go to. Then we'll go to.
You might want to leave me till last.
Okay. We'll do the large group, then Demeter, then Sachi.
Yeah, so Vixen kind of just wants to get Agamida back to the cabin so she can like recover. Even though Vixen is probably a little battered, it's very clear that Agamida definitely got the worst of it of our sparring match. So, and she's not going to be able to do any shopping with dragging Agamida around. And it's better she gets some rest. So she'll bring her to the cabin. But first, we'll just ask Colton. Will you be okay getting buying some provisions for us, food and the like, while I get her back to the cabin?
Necro?
Yes, hello? Yes, sorry.
That's the question.
So Vixen asks Colton, so will you be okay getting food and provisions like that while I take Agamida back to the cabin? I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yes, well, as long as everyone is willing to chip in for the supplies.
Of course.
I don't exactly have a lot of money on me. Colton pulls out 15 gold. Because that's all the
Oh
money he's got.
15? You only has 15 gold on him?
Yeah, like Colton hasn't got fucking any money since the start of this campaign.
Yes, we've all gotten money twice.
Hey, I sent all my money back to the castle for it to be invested.
You got money when you after cocaine, and you got money after the stuff with Vixen's brother.
I have 69 gold.
Right.
I have the
Nice.
meme number.
Hold on, how much money did we get from after Vixen's brother?
You all got 25 gold then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I have
that makes sense.
I have 32 gold.
Yeah,
but
that
you
makes
bought
sense.
stuff.
Well,
I hope
either
you're
way,
keeping track of the money I'm sending back. By the way, I've sent at least I sent the money the first time we got money back to the whole.
Okay, so it's probably got like 50 gold.
Pretty sure
probably
I
then?
gave the individual like a platinum at the time.
Yeah, you should also have. I'm going to start checking to make sure you guys write down the gold when I give you gold.
Yeah, sorry. Like,
okay, so just for full transparency, like Vixen has on her 9 silver pieces, 77 gold, and 10 platinum.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine.
Vixen has been selfish and hasn't been chipping in for the party investment fund.
I have I have 24 copper, 23 silver pieces, 32 gold, and 10 platinum.
You should all have at least 10 platinum because you were all given 10 platinum after
Yeah,
cocaine.
okay, yeah.
I
no,
sent
gold's really fine,
I sent my 10 platinum.
Okay,
back.
I did not
Yeah,
document that.
Okay.
I'll add that to the sheet.
Okay, yeah,
My
never mind.
bad.
Then. Okay, yeah, never mind. Gold just goes.
Yeah, I don't have the platinum. I invested it. I sent
Yes,
it
I
back
know
home.
you have the platinum, but everyone else should have the 10 platinum.
Oh wait, no. I remember. I remember what happened to all of Colton's money.
Oh?
Remember that package you sent early, very early on?
Right. The package. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Well, either way, so
that's why he
then
has no money.
Vixen will,
That's why he
making
has
sure
no gold.
as like discreetly as possible, we'll pull out. We'll just ask like, it is how much do you think? Like 20, 30 gold for provisions?
I mean, I should probably cover it along with I need to also buy a few extra things for the journey.
Yeah.
Bird
So she'll-
supplies and supply
Get-
buttons, things to help us just get across the ocean.
Vixen will just
Me-
give him 50 gold.
Let
Thank you.
sober up, and I could probably find the proper place to get the.
What do you think? I'll be all right. Anyway, so gold takes the gold and goes. I'll try to pay you back for this at some point.
I know you. I know you're good for it. Maybe I should take care of this one as well, as Vixen kind of like gestures to Dorian, like, all right, let's all go for a little walk and get some fresh air. You, me, and Agamida. We'll all get some fresh air.
I do not need you mummying me. If I can walk perfectly on the deck of a ship in the middle of a torrential storm, I can walk on solid ground while drunk.
Well, why don't you prove it by walking on solid ground back to the cabin? You can help me help Agamida back to the cabin.
Yeah. Dorian just forgets the last bit you said and just starts walking back. Do we know
Vixen
what
just-
ship we're getting? Do we know what ship we're getting at, by the way?
Yeah, you know
Is
what
that
ship
still
you're
on?
getting. It's already being prepped. By general forces for you.
Dorian walks back home.
So as you all walk to get Darian, Vixen, and the government head back to the cabin, and Colton goes to get supplies. we're going to shift scene over to Demeter, who has headed into the woods nearby with paper
And pen.
and pen.
And just make sure she gets someplace that, you know, if she for some unknown reason happened to rage out of her control, no one would get hurt.
Okay.
As she sits down and puts her hand over the paper, and she wants to use her history. Bullshit.
Okay.
On the Shard Sea.
Roll the d6 first. Two. Okay, so it's coming out. You just roll history with normal. Roll me your history.
I am. I'm just looking for it, and I want to see. So something I can do. Self rebarbs myself. Give myself advantage. Do I have any hero points or inspiration?
Yes.
Can I use it?
Yes.
Yeah. Does that allow me to roll with advantage?
It allows you to make the roll a success.
I'll do that then.
So, let's see. The shards see a sea of glass in a semi-solid state. Where the glass moves like water and the sound of it is like, well, crashing glass at all times. The creatures in there were designed, and by literally the book, those that you're writing down literally say designed as in they were made.
Ooh, that.
They didn't get there naturally.
I'm sure Darian will be interested to hear that.
To protect the secrets in the deeper parts of the Shard Sea, as well as the small islands dotted across it. There are 3 islands that are in the Shard Sea. One to the south, which is the Isle of Kumarin.
Could you send me this information, hun, once you're done playing it? Because I'm not going to be able to type all this out.
Lovely.
Sorry, saying the one to the south is Kumarin.
Yep, the one in the middle is the island of Kuros. And the isle to the west, which is right around here, actually, is the Isle of Pizat.
Alright.
It is not connected to any other sea or tributary. Even nearby seas are just like a small stretch of land separated from them, do not connect to it. It is one of the first things that was built in the inner world. the purpose of and this is the reason why I said somebody's going to hate me for today's session, and it's because it's the one person who's not here. So they're not going to know about this for next week's session. The first temple of Horrors and Goths, which is at the bottom of the Shard Sea.
Ooh! I have a friend who definitely will be interested in that.
In the northern parts of the Shard Sea, the first temple of Horrors and Goths is at the bottom of the sea.
Who wants to go swimming in glass?
As far as anyone's aware, there's no way to reach it anymore, but there used to be a way.
What was that way?
A device that allowed someone to spin glass like water.
Interesting. I don't know.
That hasn't been seen since the destruction of old Cartilas.
Find the item. Gotcha.
Hmm?
Does my history site give me anything else?
Because you're looking into the history of the sea itself and not the creatures in it. Let's see. Let me look on my phone for notes.
Oh, and can you also type out the stuff about the first temple?
Yeah.
And I just don't trust myself to not, butcher spelling and all that stuff. Because for those that don't know, dyslexia is stupid.
Okay, the only other thing that it says is that then in my notes that I have on my phone is it used to be, long before it was a sea of glass, it was a part of the Ulster Desert.
Neat. I mean, what's a sea but a very wet desert?
And the glass is thought to have been made from the sands of the desert. As now the Ulster Desert is more of a... The western half of the Ulster Desert, it doesn't have as much sand as the eastern half. So there is folklore that the sands of the eastern half of the desert were used to create the sea. In the western half. You know what I mean?
With my history site, do I know if there's any truth to that myth?
There is some.
But given the creatures were man-made, I assume the creation of the society was a lot more artificial than natural.
Yep.
I think I have a half-orc that's going to be very interested in this. Yeah. If if that's everything, the Mia then will first go and buy some baked goods for herself, some sweet baked goods to snack on, and then head back to the cabin.
As you are heading back, you get a slight headache.
Larry, are you trying to talk to me?
Hmm?
My head's hurting. Asking the shadow.
Yeah, the shadows responds to you. Oh.
Yeah. Do you know why my head's hurting?
I am not in your head. I don't know.
Yeah. Where are we dropping you off again? I forget.
The Ibasi.
Yeah, thank you, sorry. Sure, we'll get there soon.
As you head back to town, and we'll shift over to Sachi. Alan?
This will probably end well. Maybe.
But before I do that, I need to get some water, so I'll be right back.
This is not ominous at all.
What's that rumbling sound?
Sorry, that was me walking. Ah.
So entirely unrelated. Uh, Nicole and I spotted an absolutely adorable bird outside, and I just dropped a picture, info about it in Discord. Yeah,
Nice.
the golden crowned kinglet. They're so tiny. They're about the size of a large strawberry.
Small.
Here's they're real small, and they make little peeping sounds.
Bite-sized bird snack.
The meter has a gift for Darian now.
Small bird.
Small bird, yes.
I am sure there are no absent side effects to continuously using this ability.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad you didn't go, I'd like a map of the Shard Ocean.
Sadly, I don't think that would work since I can't see modern, I can't see modern stuff, any history.
Well, it depends on how you define history. I mean,
Also, I'm about to say there might have been one in the past.
True.
I'm back.
Yeah, it turns out I could just make ancient historical maps. I'm sure our navigator would be totally happy if that were the case.
It's like, oh, I wanted to make my new book.
Demeter just being a disruptor in the cartography industry.
Well, to be fair, even if that was how Demeter's powers work, all that would mean is, there'd be accurate historical maps that cartographers could use as a baseline to make modern maps. Because, fun fact about historical maps, a lot of the time they were very, 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 very long.
Mm-hmm.
And the fun fact about even an artificially made world, things change.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Eliza. The maps didn't just suddenly change.
Hmm.
They were always like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, Sachi, what are you doing?
Okay, you're back. I hope you had fun planning this out, because this is gonna be glorious.
Okay.
As I recall from last week, Sidon wasn't really paying much attention to Sachi after we left Speck's shop. Was mostly thinking about all the things and plans that they had and what
Mhm.
needed to be done
The Krusty
in the
Krab should have
Shard
been
Sea.
shut down.
Uh-huh.
Which means that Sachi's not currently being properly monitored.
Yep. Hence the reason too why I think that one player is going to be annoying.
Well, I just maxed my stealth. This is going to be epic. So about 5 minutes after we left Speck's shop, Sachi got bored and just started secretly tapping things with the fix-it wrench. Any
Okay.
like random statues she sees, random walls that look like they have a crack, anything that looks damaged. Doesn't matter if it's wood or not. She kind of forgot about that point.
Oh no!
And it's just been sort of tapping things.
I would need you to roll me a percentage check. If you get above a 70, that means you hit at least one thing that's wood. Okay, good. You haven't hit
So I
one
haven't
yet.
tapped anything wood yet. Keywords being yet. Because remember, we are going to tap something that's wood, guaranteed. We picked up a wooden chair. We're going outside of town so we can smash it and try to fix it.
Yep.
So as we're going through town to exit town so we can smash a chair and try to fix it, Sachi's just tapping lots of things.
You fixed broken windows, broken walls, broken roads. You have done more for the city's infrastructure than taxes for the last, decade.
And she's especially tapping anything that looks like a thing. Like if it's a statue or like a toy like creature, she's tapping those too.
Well, the statue of the statue of the first king of Teresh is now a statue of 3 people. I'll have to get into that later.
All right, we're checking out the only game where you get bonus points for
Happy tapping, secret stealthy tapping.
Tap, tap, tap. As you make your way out of the city, you're in the clearing between the city and the woods where Demeter went and where you set down the chair.
Was the first king of 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
No. You just see, instead of just one king, you see a male ruler, a female ruler, and an envy ruler. All together. History has just forgotten the other two.
So
Did Darian punch the
Sachi's
other two?
gonna also keep her eyes open to see if there's any random wooden things that she can grab to test alongside the chair as they leave.
You see a broken bucket.
Basically, window shopping.
Yeah, you see, any broken stuff you see on the street corners and anything like that. Because you do come
And
across
it's like
a broken
anything
bucket.
that we see that people wouldn't miss, kind of thing.
A broken
Because
bucket.
she's trying to be sneaky about this.
You find broken buckets, broken brooms, a broken barrel.
So I have a bucket, a broom, and a barrel.
And
Just chucking these into the bag of holding as we go.
Oh, and you also find a broken wooden puppet.
Chuck that in the bag of holding after I ask for permission first.
Yeah, we were gonna toss it out so you can take it if you want.
Thank you very much. Just happily chucks it into the bag of holding and keeps going. I'm basically taking everyone's broken shit with me.
As you get to the outskirts of the city with like an entire pile of broken wooden stuff, the question becomes now.
And then, like, probably a handful of metal junk and like scrap and whatever people were throwing away. Basically, I turned into a raccoon.
So the question becomes when you get outside of town, what broken wooden item are you going to use this on first?
About how much random junk have I managed to acquire?
About, let's see, empty broken wooden barrel, broken brooms, like 4 or 5 of them. A couple of broken
Some
buckets.
buckets.
a single broken wooden puppet. And
Do I have any like random scrap metal?
yeah, you have a few, like
Or like broken
some
vases and junk?
some just like bent and broken pipes. Some.
Because she's
bent
gonna start
torches.
with the non-wood stuff first.
The broken pipes return to being full pipes, and the bent horseshoe, literally, you watch as the horseshoe bends himself back into position.
Just tink, 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 tink.
And eventually you run out of the metal
And she's
stuff.
making note of any vases or like pottery or anything for me to tink on as well.
You get like a few you get like 2 broken amphoras and stuff like that.
She's making note of which ones get fixed properly so she can return them to the owners later.
Pretty much everything that's
They're gonna be very surprised getting free junk.
The pots, the vases, the amphoras, the metal stuff, they all fix normally. As does a broken stone box you were given that you found.
That gets fixed. No, it's onto the wooden things. This is gonna be fun. About how many different types of wooden things do I have?
About 7 or 8. You have
Okay, I just roll a d8.
Yeah, you have a puppet, a barrel, boxes, broom.
Well, first we
bucket,
should also
barrel,
break the chair.
box,
So
chair,
between Sidon
puppet.
and myself, we're whacking a chair into the ground, hoping it breaks.
So
About how long is that gonna take us?
about 10 minutes or so.
Okay, so we've broken a chair. We'll start with a chair, and then we'll go to whatever number 2 is.
I just generated a listen book puppet as number 2. Okay.
This is gonna be glorious.
A long time.
Oh yeah, one of the broken things you found was a sawhorse.
This is gonna be even better.
So you fix the chair, and as the chair comes back together, you see the legs of the chair stretch and move as the chair eventually just wobbles back and forth and then starts walking around.
She's gonna pet it.
The chair sways as you pet it. It doesn't have eyes or a mouth or anything like that. It's just walking.
Can she befriend the chair?
know what? Roll me animal handling. Or, in this case, furniture handling. The chair sways to your
15.
petting.
This has inspired her to try other things. She's just going to start rapidly trying to make new friends now.
You use the broken puppet next. The difference between the puppet and the chair is the puppet has eyes and a mouth. As you see the puppet's eyes blink down himself, looks up, blinks, and then starts screaming.
She's just gonna like cock her head to the side and then try to heal the puppet.
Sachiko's a mother.
Peter, roll me a perception check. On. Okay, there we go. You can hear a faint screaming in the distance.
Demeter bolts towards it.
Eventually, as you're trying to help the puppet stop screaming, he goes, like it's trying to figure out how to speak.
Does the healing help?
As you summon the nature spirit to heal the puppet, the nature spirit goes inside the puppet and gets stuck in. What? What? Oh.
I'm gonna befriend it! I'm using my heroic points to befriend this.
Hi?
She hugs it.
Sachi, what?
What am I?
Saying that she always wanted to be able to speak to the spirit.
Sachi, what the hell's going on? Who's yelling?
I made a new friend! Also, how many heroic points do I have to sacrifice to befriend this thing successfully?
I'm gonna say 3. You're almost out of it now.
It's worth. This is so on brand for Sachi.
What the hell was...
You brought a puppet to life.
What's that? Demir looks at the puppet trying to talk. Hello?
Hi.
We have a chair walking around. We have a puppet that has life. And we probably have a bucket or two that's rolling around on the ground.
Yep.
I'm not gonna... Nope. Grab Sachi by the ear. Nope. Starts to walk away. Dragging Sachi with her.
Wait, where are we going?
Home. Where's Fina?
As you're dragging me away, the wrench is just off to the side, and it's hitting all of the items we lined up as we set them up.
No, Demir was there when you got that thing. Demir grabs it. Nope.
Would Demeter see this happening, though?
Narratively...
Remember, she's been doing this stealthily.
I will say, after Demeter starts dragging away, the more things start coming to life, Demeter would notice that.
Yeah, I grabbed the thing and then I'm like, nope.
After the sawhorse comes to life.
I'm just gonna leave this here for some very confused huntsman or something to find it. As I take Sachi and their new friend home. Unless the sentient wood things follow us.
Let me roll a die. Yes.
Why do I have to be the Darien?
People would have following you.
So, what did you say? Why do I have to be a Darien?
Why do I have to
Sorry
be...
about that. I had to go grab the food.
Why do I have to be the Darien? Okay, the adult.
Because Sachi has no impulse control.
What do you mean? Wait. Okay. The Darien.
So
is
you
over
managed to stop her from.
She means
Sorry,
she means the Killjoy adult necro. She doesn't see Colton as the Killjoy adult.
Oh.
I'll accept Killjoy adult.
Yeah, I was about to say no.
So how many things did she manage to test the wrench on before Demeter stopped her?
I assume this is another. I assume this is another one of Flo's invention. What was the name of the inventor that we got our magic shit from?
Hakase.
I assume this is one of Hakafei's toys.
I'm supposed to test it.
Well, you've tested it. I put it in my bag. Gently.
But yeah, you brought to life a sawhorse, a puppet, a chair, 3 buckets, a barrel, and a broom.
I couldn't get to the other brooms.
Oh, and 1 mop.
We are not above game. We are not doing Fantasia.
I think Sachi would view this as a success.
As the barrel rolls after you, the buckets hop after you, the broom and the mop walk after you, as does the chair and the sawhorse.
I give Sachi back to the cabin.
And she's still hugging the puppet.
Vixen, you see Demeter dragging Sachi with a procession of moving wood behind them.
Well,
I don't know. I found this one in the woods by herself.
Thankfully, Sidon was busy doing other things in the background.
I don't. Are these? What are these?
New friend.
I don't know. Again, I don't know where Fina is. I just found Sachi in the woods, bringing wooden stuff to life.
Hi, I'm a puppet.
Vixen, Vixen hearing that, just
dogs.
Vixen just kind of slowly blinks, squeezes her eyes closed, shakes her head, opens her eyes, almost like she just did a hard reset of her mind. Why don't we, Sachi? Why don't you take your new friend?
Sachi looks so proud right now, by the way.
And Vixen is smiling as politely as she can. Why don't you take all of your new friends and bring them to your room? And why don't you all have fun in your room with all of your friends, all of your new friends, and keep all of your friends in your room?
She happily does as she's told.
As you head up to your room, Darian, you see Sachi heading to her bedroom in the portable cabin, followed by what looks to be a bucket hopping behind her, a chair walking behind her, and a broom and a mop walking
2 buckets.
side by side.
Oh god, she's gone full Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I already made that joke.
Unfortunately, the barrel isn't able to make it up the stairs, so the barrel's just kind of rolling into the stairs repeatedly.
She'll help it get up. Sachi will help it get up.
I'm gonna take this back to Hakusei. Can you give this to Darian for me? I hand fixing some paper.
Sure.
I start making my way back to town.
I guess with
How much of Sachi's chaos is Demeter gonna see on the way back to Hakase's
Yes.
place?
You see all the structural damage to the town has been repaired.
Well, it makes finding Hakusei's shop a lot easier.
And the statue that was in the center of town now has 2 additional parts to it.
Looking into that later. Yeah.
As you make your way back to Hakusei's shop.
Hakusei, you here?
Hello and welcome to Hakusei's Spec Shop!
Yeah. 2 things. Did I order something from you? I don't recall if I ordered something from you.
You did? Where was it? Oh, right, here it is! As she pulls out the what was the head being made from the Selkie skin again?
Braces of defense.
Right, she hands you the braces of defense made from the Selkie skin.
Yeah, which is +2 AC, I believe.
Yep.
Alright. Making my AC 21.
I hope you enjoy those.
And now, Sachi used this to bring stuff to life. I dropped the spanner on the table.
Oh, is that what it does to wood?
Apparently, and I explain all the things she brought to life, including the talking puppet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was trying to find a way to make something repair everything, but I couldn't get it to work out on wood at first, so I tried using the animate spell to make the wrench alive, but it didn't work. So I guess the animate spell got combined together with its ability to bring things to life, and only does that to wood.
Yeah.
So it fixes things, but it also brings wood to life.
Do you know how to turn the life things back to just wood?
I mean, once you animate something, once you give something life, you can't really take it away without killing it. I mean, you can use an axe, that might work.
Looks at a fishing rod and contemplates, and shakes her head. Okay.
But you wouldn't be killing things that way.
Thank you.
No problem! And always remember, Hakusei Spec Shop is where you get all your best and weirdest invention.
Can you stop supplying Sachiko with stuff?
Contract, I can't.
Yeah. Oh, can you just make sure it doesn't bring shit to life before you give it to her?
I can try.
The
Around this time
contract.
that Sachi's gonna try and contact Hakase to report the results of the wrench.
Just getting Sachi's report now. Ooh! Brought a sawhorse to life. That's an interesting idea. Make turn sawhorses into actual horses. They never get tired. That's an entirely new business industry.
Can you take the wooden stuff off our hands?
I mean, I could use a few new companions around here.
Okay. I'll go and grab them. I assume we'll be keeping the puppet though. Sachi seems mostly attached to that one.
Okay. Ask Sachi to send me regular reports on the puppet, because I am curious about that one.
Okay. Wayne's World air shift to be bringing back all the wooden stuff.
She's also going to remind Hakase to tell Demeter to make sure she brings the wrench back, but Demeter can hang on to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna need something to fix the ship if it gets damaged.
Yeah.
That's her logic, but she's not saying that specifically.
Just the ship is probably made of wood.
Actually, the ships on the Shard Sea are all made out of metal.
Okay.
If you were made out of wood, they would be ripped to shreds like no tomorrow.
A magic fixing wrench. Alright, put in my inventory. Comes back to the Karen. Okay, Sachi, I've handed all the wooden stuff back to Hakase except for the puppet, but apparently they want updates on the puppet.
Understood.
And I am keeping this so you don't bring more stuff to life.
Fair enough. I think I did my job already.
Yeah.
I am so... Now I have something I need to do for the next time you get a turn to the next Takase spec shop. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Considering that I successfully befriended them all, we're gonna have like reunion every time we go to get new things.
During this time, did Vixen hand Darian the thing from Demeanor?
That is a good question.
Because I assume this takes time to do.
Yeah.
I think Vixen just is Dorian like awake, or is he just like passed out in his room?
He's reading a book.
Oh, okay.
Smoking.
In that case, Vixen will go over to Dorian. Dorian, something from Demeter. I don't know what it is, but I assume that it will mean more to you.
I'll stay here.
Vixen gives it over.
You're handed a small pamphlet of information on the Shard Sea. That this is something that you didn't see in any of the books. Namely, that there are 2 additional islands on the sea. People have only documented one of them, the Isle of Herois. There are 2 more islands, the Isle of Hazat and the Isle of Kumarin. And that in the northern, underneath the sea, in the northern part of the Shard Sea, there is a sunken temple of the god Horzin Goth.
Okay, so keep that off the map. Gotcha.
He also mentions that the creatures in the sea were created.
Ah, by what?
And sadly, my thing didn't say that.
Actually, it would have said it was created by the, let me look up the notes.
Then I would have put down what it said.
The Onaya Corporation, which is a corporation from before the reactor event.
Okay.
Demeanor just puts a question mark next to the word corporation because I don't think she would know what that word is.
Probably not.
I'm not going to teach her. Right now.
So yeah. Demeanor just gave you a little, snippet of history because she knows you would probably have looked into the, as much history as you could about this place because she recorded you going
Yes.
to do so. But
Definitely.
But
He definitely did that.
again, it's what Demeter assumed you would have done. So she thought maybe having a more thorough record from the history book in her brain would help.
Johnny's reading it and just like, oh my god, Vixen! Vixen!
Hmm?
Demeter has actually done something useful!
That doesn't seem like a first.
For me, it is.
She also would have got him whatever like sweetie baked good that she's seen Darian eat while traveling. She would have got him one of whatever he likes.
Insert random sword mountain. What? Oh, is it Sword Mountain? Sword Empire?
Sword Empire.
So insert random esoteric Sword Empire thing.
Sprinkled donut, got ya.
Actually, I do have a list of pastries that are commonplace in the Empire on my phone. Let me find that. I need to send out these stuff from my phone to you people someday from on your homelands. I always forget to do that.
A few times.
You have the here we go. You have a type of gâteau that's special. That's one of the specialties of the capital there. A gâteau is a type of cake, in case you didn't know.
Thank you. I didn't.
It's like a, it's basically like a jam-filled cake type thing. It's like halfway between a pie and a cake, but it's filled with jam.
Okay.
It's the best way to describe it.
Okay, Vixen. I'm gonna have to ask Demeter where she got that from.
It does look good. What kind of what's
Break
that
it in
in
half. I
there?
break it in half and give it. Give half.
Yeah, because Vixen was definitely giving me like, golly, I'd sure love to have some of that, kind of like craning her neck.
Demia would have also got Vixen whatever her special. It's the kind of thing Demia would have watched everyone while we've been traveling to see what kind of sweets they like, and Demia would have pretty much got everyone.
To be fair, probably what you've heard is Dorian hasn't had any of it. He's been trying to find it. Nowhere has it.
Oh god, Demeter's got to be struggling with Colton because I don't think they've even seen Colton eat.
Vixen would just buy whatever looks good, whatever's like the local like delicacy or snack thing. Like she wouldn't go out of her way to try to find like a specific like snack food thing. She would be more interested in whatever the local kind of like delicacy like snack thing is. That's what she would look for.
Yeah, and that's what Demia would have got you while traveling.
I do remember Sachi once asking Colton how he was eating when she was cooking breakfast alongside him. And I don't think we ever got an answer from that, did we?
Nope.
The answer is he doesn't.
You just kind of went,
Yeah, and then continue cooking. Which is funny that the main person in the party who cooks is also the one who can't eat.
Is it you can't, or you just don't need to?
It's not a great idea.
you don't want to know what happens.
We've established he can drink.
Yes.
We haven't established that he can eat.
for the rest of the day, Dorian, well, there are 3 things that Dorian's going to do for the rest of the day. First, spent 15 minutes just reading the book that he's been told to read by his god, as a form of praise. Number 2, try and meet up with Colton and actually help him to find the right place to go for supplies. That way he doesn't get ripped off. I'm assuming I might be able to achieve that because I'm a sailor background.
To be fair, you both have sailor background, so having both of you around.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
All right. I forgot. Sorry. And then
you both being there would give you double advantage, essentially. And finding the best places.
And then after that, Dorian will go to the ship and just work on the navigation equipment to learn it. And if anyone tries to stop him, I have glowy hands now. No, I'm not going to wipe anyone from existence. Okay.
Finds the person that runs the General Empire, punches them.
You do find that while you're looking over the navigation equipment, you do notice that
that is like the last thing he's going to do in the day.
I know, just like that. When you do get to the ship, you're going to find one thing wrong with it. I'm going to get to it when we get there. But you managed to get all the write down what equipment you're looking for, and you're probably going to be able to find all of it. And you'll get like half off discount price because there's 2 sailors there spying.
There is one thing Vixen would like to do after she finishes that piece of cake and the other sweet that Demeter got for her. Is there a temple to Curiel in this city?
Let me look at the temples that are in the city.
What am I up to in this book, by the way?
There are temples to Krevenar, Eldorath, and Sine. So no Curiel.
Okay. In that case, I think Vixen's going to leave the cabin and try to find a secluded place in the woods, because she wants to try and she wants to ask Curiel for advice, and or at least pray to Curiel asking for guidance.
Okay. What if we do you going to Curiel last?
That's totally fine.
Good. Because we're only going to be going for about another 30 minutes or so, because like I said, we're going to be ending early today because I have something to do tonight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this should be quick.
Yeah. So, you managed to get all your equipment, and when you get to the ship, you notice that the binnacle needs to be repaired?
What?
The binnacle.
Is that the thing that lets you look at the night sky and
No, the binnacle is what houses the compass.
All right. Okay.
It's just a little off-center.
One second.
For those who don't know what a binnacle is, I'm going to share a picture. Because I know that I'm weirdly knowledgeable about old ships. This is a binnacle.
Ah, I see.
You need to have those 2 things on the side being level. One of them is currently off level.
So, I'm going to use a spell that I forgot I had. And can't believe that I haven't used at all.
Locate binnacle.
And people are going to hate me that I never used it before. Because it might have helped us a few times, and I'm sorry that I forgot. I'm going to cast Clue. If no one knows what that spell does, I shall read it for you.
What spell?
Clue! It's a new spell.
Clue.
Clue! Because I've been putting down notes about how I've been changing my character sheet. And I haven't been changing my character sheet. And I should be changing my character sheet, and I forgot. Sorry, Eliza. When you cast this spell, all footprints, fingerprints, within 30 feet radius around the point of casting become highlighted and glow faintly for the duration. When you cast this spell, choose any point in time up to 10 days. Only footprints, fingerprints left between the time and present will be highlighted. Each creature that leaves the footprints and fingerprints is assigned a unique color, but not otherwise identified. Any creatures that move, touch the objects with enmity will also leave colorful footprints and fingerprints, which may reveal Basically, I know who's I know generally who's touched it. Different colors. How many people have touched this?
The general agents that help secure the ship for all of you, the sailors that are we're going to be on the ship with you.
So everyone basically.
Well, not everyone, but those are all just people who just like glance past it, like small touches.
Yeah, I'm only doing it in the last, like, how long have we been here for?
Oh, okay. So just the people who've been there in the last day.
Yeah, it's the last day. I'm not doing 10 days.
Okay. So in the last day, there are 2 general agents that have touched it, as well as a. 1 second. Look at their image again. Yes, I need to look at their image to remember what they look like. Found it. To describe that would be a pangolin? A humanoid pangolin? A humanoid pangolin touched it.
A humanoid penguin. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to find a humanoid penguin. Is there one around?
Yeah, does it show you what they look like, or just...
No, it just... Well, one, it doesn't actually tell me that it was a humanoid penguin. It just reveals... It's just like, oh, there was one footprint. I see the footprint, I see the fingerprints, and each set of footprints and fingerprints are separate.
Okay, you'd see 2 what look like normal, fingerprints. Yeah, but that's what you would definitely be able to tell it was a pangolin, because if you know what a penguin's claws look like, they're kind of noticeable. They're not exactly mistakable for anything else.
Okay. Then in that case,
I'm going to post a picture of a penguin so you can see why I say so.
Is there a penguin nearby?
They have very noticeable claws.
Yeah.
You're able to follow the footsteps associated with those fingerprints off the ship and into the city. And now we're going to ship over to Vixen. As you find a nice secluded space to do some praying.
So Vixen's going to start by just finding that secluded place. She's going to obviously have her Kokyu with her, and she starts by offering up a song. So she just plays a simple song, and when she's done, she lays her Kokyu on her lap, and then just asks Kirill, I recently I thought I was doing the right thing, but I don't know. I thought that what I was doing was the best way to provide to protect the light and the joy of the lives of everyone in this city. I was afraid that if we had acted, that it could have made a worse situation for the people of the city. But then someone in my group, few people in my group, acted on their own. I felt rashly, and even through their reckless action, which I think even Dorian knows was very dangerous. Not only did they save everyone, but all the damage that happened from the conflict was gone. And I don't know if I don't expect a direct answer, but I want to know if did I do the right thing? And did I make the wrong choice? Was I just being a coward? What? Anyway. I will continue to strive to hold on to my joy, the joy and light in my life, and spread it as much and as far as possible. And then she's just going to sit there for a little while, just kind of just contemplating everything that all of the teachings of Kirill, and just the idea, just the concept of living a life of joy and filled with joy and mirth, and trying to bring herself in line with a more positive, joyful outlook. And that's pretty much the whole scene that I had kind of hoped for.
As you're finishing up, you hear in the distance a small sound. I'm going to tell you what. This is not connected to the prayer to Kirill. This is just something that's happening in the neighborhood nearby. You hear a small sound like crashing and banging, and then you see a figure staggering towards you.
What do they look like?
You. As the figure that looks like you, staggering out, and then collapses in front of you. And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Space is bendable and time is warped.
Meanwhile, Colin's off shopping.
And
Well,
Dorian
Saji's
is walking
basically
around to find the
getting to know
find a
her new.
fucker.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. We see a figure that looks like you, come staggering at thing, and they have unmistakable claw marks in their side.
Are they badger shaped?
No.
No.
Agamita shaped? Maybe a
But yeah, there's an unconscious you in front of you.
Hey, hear me out.
Unconscious wounded you in
Hear
front
me
of
out.
you.
Hear me out, Vixen. If you don't want to deal with it, I can make it disappear.
It's just
As if it never existed. As if it never existed.
It's such a good idea to keep on doing that over and over again.
surely
There'll
nothing.
be no consequences.
No, definitely not. No. It's not as if this could lead to sort of like our space time and reality kind of bending and falling in on itself around Dorian because of just the absence of things that Dorian has sort of created around him or uncreated around him. Certainly, no ill consequences will befall that.
I don't know how you could make the clue spell use the null. I don't see how you could do that. I don't know how you could eliminate like.
I'm thinking doppelgangers.
For clue specifically, how could you make clue work by deleting something?
Alright, say
I
bye,
hope you all
everyone.
enjoyed tonight.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Very well, people.
DuckTales.